So today I'm going to be doing the Your Life in Books tag. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but I saw Allie Reads Books do this and it looked like fun, so I'm going to do it. And I will link her video and then the original video by Danny on Books in the down bar. Let's get started. The first question is to find a book for each of your initials. My first name's obviously Elizabeth, so I picked Eclipse by Stephenie Meyer, it's the third in the Twilight Saga. My middle name is Martha, so I picked Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, the third in the Hunger Games trilogy, and the book that gives me all the feels. And my last name starts with K, and I don't have a book that technically starts all the way with a K, but I do have A Knight in Shining Armor by Jude Deveraux. The A doesn't count. It's Knight in Shining Armor. It starts with a K. I win. Boom. This is a historical romance. It's one of my all-time favorite books. The next question is to count your age along your bookshelf. I started over there with my hardcover bookshelf and then moved over there. And I ended up with Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, one of my all-time favorite books. So another one of my all-time favorite books is, I counted 22 because I am 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Anyways, Taylor Swift moment. The next is to pick a book from your city, state, or country. I live in the United States, so that's too easy. I also live in Wisconsin. That's a little harder, but I did take a class all about Wisconsin writers in college, and I wrote a 20-page paper over this book, and I don't actually have it anymore. I need to repurchase it. But it is Driftless by David Rhodes. It is set in a fictional small town in the Driftless region of Wisconsin, which is where I am from. So I'm going to use his fictional small town to substitute for my actual small town. Okay. The next question is a book, pick a book that's set in a place you'd like to travel to. I picked Skye O'Malley by Beatrice Small. This begins in 16th century Ireland. I don't really need to go to 16th century Ireland, but I'd love to go to Ireland. So this is what I'm going to pick. The next one is to pick a book with your favorite color. Mine is yellow, so I picked The Help by Catherine Stockett. I also really like that purple, so it's kind of a win-win. I really need to reread this book though, because I really liked it. Next is to pick a book with your fondest memory, and I could go the easy route and pick Harry Potter, but I'm also going to pick Brown Bear, What Do You See? I just talked about this in my last video, and this is one of the first books I ever remember reading. And my dad found this and sent it to me while I was at college, and it's sentimental. Next is pick the book you've had the hardest time getting through, and honestly, I still haven't gone through it. It's The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I have supposed to have read this book for 3 classes. I never finished it. I know the story, I know how it ends, but I've gotten about that much through. That's the last time I think I read. And I mean, let's see, where is it? It doesn't, all that's not actual book. But I don't know why, I just can't finish it. And the last question is a book on your TBR pile that will give you the most sense of a book that will give you the biggest sense of accomplishment when you finish it. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. This book is 908 pages, which doesn't sound like it's a lot until you see how small the writing is. Let's see if you can focus on that. It's really small. This is probably a 2,000-page book. I'm going to attempt it. I'm actually going to be attempting it this month when I finish all the books that I'm currently reading, because I'm still currently reading 3 of them. So yeah, I'm going to be starting that this month. I'm not going to tag anybody, but if you do this video, please leave it as a video response so I can see it and we can talk about the books in our lives. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!